Good morning, everyone. Wish you happy New Year. This is Dhruva Kumar, Library Assistant from Mysore University School of Engineering. I am presenting my research title. I am co-author of this paper. First author is Kodandarama, who is live in at PS Engineering College, Mandya. So today's my research topic title is Ascertaining the Trials of Retraction in COVID-19 Research and Analytical Study. To start with the presentation, I would like to give brief introduction about two aspects of my research topic. One is COVID-19 research and another one is retraction. As you already know, that COVID-19 being a pandemic threatened human lives, caused heavy burdens and brought tremendous challenge to social development after its emergence in the recent past. To curb the spread of pandemic and to save the mankind from this global threat, researchers along with the clinicians around the world are racing to study on the COVID-19. As a result of that, more and more COVID-19 related articles have been published, and it has become the leading and supporting and to the the topmost priority research in the field of medical. Uh, to get the most motivation, usually research scholars get from their scholarly, ethical, philosophical to write the research article. The research paper serves not only to further the field in which it is written, but also provides the scholars with an exceptional opportunity to increase their knowledge in that field. Though this facet remains important, racking up research productivity influences the academic climate in many universities. Research papers are adopted as an indicator of individual performance and institutional performance. More importantly, these indicators are imperative for external funding from government and other professional bodies. Unfortunately, some cave into the mounting pressure and misbehave in order to attain promotion, fame, tenureship to faculty position. Hence, there is tremendous pressure and desire to publish and produce results in hurry, which ultimately leads to research misconduct. The present study has witnessed such misconduct in papers, 40 papers in COVID-19 research across the globe. Hence, an attempt has been made to ascertain the trials of retraction in COVID-19 research. Materials and methodology. The data for the study was extracted from Web of Science. There were 10,963 papers on COVID-19 as on 2010-2021, of which only 40 papers fell under the category of retraction in Web of Science. These papers were considered to analyze the reasons for retractions. Research Research is considered as one of the most trusted and noble works in the society. If something goes in the research, it will have a greater impact on welfare of the society as well as humanity. Especially in the medical field, the impact will be very severe. Hence, research in medical should always be vertical and credible. The main purpose of the study is to analyze the various types of academic misconduct in COVID-19 research. The objective of the study is to identify the country-wise fraudulent papers in COVID-19 research, to observe the nature of authorship patterns of retracted papers in COVID-19 research, to identify the leading publishers of retracted papers in COVID-19 research, to ascertain the reason for retraction of COVID-19 papers. In this figure, it represents the country-wise retraction of papers. We can see that USA is highest contribution in the overall output of COVID-19 research. Out of 32,956 papers contributed by USA, out of 6 were retracted. China is the second highest country with 12,508 papers, of which 12 have been retracted. Then Canada, Egypt, and Malta published 3 each fraudulent papers. Interestingly, it is evident from the data that a small number of papers, that is only 0.5%, were found to be erroneous, and the rest of overall COVID-19 papers are free from the academic misconduct. Collaborative authorship patterns in a retracted paper is presented in this figure. It indicates that out of 40 retracted papers, the majority of 10 papers were authored by single authors. 4 papers were written by 2 authors, and 6 papers were written by 3 authors. Here it is noted that single author papers involves high academic misconception than collaborative research. The figure shows that publisher-wise retraction. It is clear from the figure that 40 fraudulent papers were published from 15 different publishers. Surprisingly, it is noted that the author of retracted paper escaped the eyes of global publishers like Elsewhere, Wiley, San Francisco, Oxford University Press. Uh, have become successfully in publishing fraudulent paper. The highest number of fraudulent papers was published by the publisher Elsewhere with 12 papers, followed by Wiley 6 and Thailand Francisco with reason for retraction are presented in this figure. Here it is interesting to note that the decision to retract the paper was not just determined by publisher, but also retraction was also claimed by author itself for some publication due to conflicts of interest, inadvertent errors, and others. Out of 40 papers, 31 papers have been retracted by publisher, and remaining 9 papers were withdrawn upon the request of authors. 8 papers were retracted by the publisher for being plagiarized, followed by 6 papers for duplicate submission. 5 each papers were retracted again by the publisher for unreliable and fabricated data. On the other hand, out of 9 papers claimed by the author for retraction, only 5 papers retracted for imprecise conclusion, followed by 3 papers of violation of data, use of agreement, and 1 paper inadvertent error. No author claimed for retraction of published paper for academic dishonesty like plagiarism, duplicate submission, and fabrication. With this, I conclude that research and um, development is considered as the most trustworthy work in society. If something goes wrong in research, the consequence will be great impact on the both society and humanity. Therefore, researchers should stick to ethics and produce genuine research. On other hand, publishers should also play a vital role in combating the production of fraudulent papers. With this, I conclude my presentation. And with this, I would like to thank the opportunity given by the uh, organizer. And thank you, Ananda.